Dio walked through the school hallway like a king. His steps were confident, his smile effortless, and every girl who saw him blushed, giggled, or whispered his name. Dio was different. Not the richest, not the smartest, but somehow every girl wanted him. Whenever he entered the room, eyes followed. Whispers spread like wildfire. He's so charming. I swear he's mine. He just doesn't want to make it public yet. He told me last night that I'm the only girl he truly loves. The truth? They were all wrong. No one questioned how one boy could have so many admirers. No one noticed how every girl in school thought she was the only one. He moved smoothly between them, texting one girl in the morning, having lunch with another, and walking home with a third. Yet, no fights, no jealousy, no one ever suspected anything. He was like a magician, keeping every trick perfectly timed, never making a mistake. Or so he thought. Then, one day, something changed. A girl in the cafeteria whispered to her friend, "I saw Dio with another girl yesterday." Another student overheard and frowned. That can't be. He was with me the whole evening. The rumors started. Quiet at first, but growing louder. Dio noticed it too. Girls who once smiled at him now looked at him differently. Curious, suspicious, like they were starting to put the pieces together. He brushed it off. He had been careful. No one could possibly figure out his secret. But he was wrong. Very wrong. And soon, the whole school would know the truth. Dio's life was a carefully planned game. Every morning before stepping into school, he checked his schedule. Monday mornings, walk with Amina to class. Tuesday lunch, meet Sade behind the library. Wednesday after school, study with Fatima, not really studying. Thursday night, whisper sweet nothings to Linda over the phone. Friday evening, promise Nkichi that she's his favorite. 50 girlfriends, 0 mistakes. How did he do it? Timing, planning, and lies. Dio was a master of words. Every girl heard exactly what she needed to hear. You are different from all the others. I have never loved anyone the way I love you. I wish I could tell everyone about us, but I need to protect you. Just trust me. I will always be here for you. They believed him because he knew how to make them feel special. If one girl started doubting him, he would turn the tables. Why don't you trust me? Have I ever given you a reason to doubt me? This is exactly why I don't talk about my feelings. You don't believe me. Don't listen to others. They just don't want us to be happy. He made them feel guilty, like they were the problem. And just like that, he was always safe. But his biggest trick? A secret notebook. Inside, every name, birthday, favorite color, and special memory was recorded. Amina loves when I hold her hand. Sade hates lies, so never say trust me. Fatima gets jealous easily, always reassure her. Linda loves poetry, send her one every week. Nkechi calls late at night, never ignore her calls. If a girl mentioned something from the past, he flipped to her page and refreshed his memory. She'd say, "Do you remember the first thing you ever told me?" Dio would smile and repeat it perfectly. And she'd believe he really loves me. But she wasn't the only one. So how did he never get caught? Dio was smart. He never posted on social media. He never let girls take pictures with him. He never sent voice notes or texts that could be screenshots. If two girls were in the same place, he'd pretend not to see either. He created distance between them, so they'd never compare stories. And for a long time, it worked. Until one small mistake changed everything. Dio thought he was untouchable. His charm, his lies, his perfect schedule, it had never failed him. Until one careless mistake changed everything. It started with a simple lie. Amina and Sade, two of his most loyal girlfriends, both received the same excuse on the same day. "Sorry, babe, I was sick yesterday. That's why I couldn't text. At first, they believed him. But later that day, they ran into each other. And the moment Amina mentioned Dayo's illness, Sade's face changed. Wait, he told you that too? A chill ran down their spines. Something wasn't right. Curiosity turned into suspicion. Amina and Sadi started talking to other girls in the school, and with every conversation, the same patterns emerged. The same words, the same promises, the same excuses. He told me I was the only one. He promised me we would be together forever. He said he doesn't trust anyone but me. Lies. All of them. And Dayo's perfect game. It was about to fall apart. Amina, Sade, and 5 other girls formed a secret group. They followed him between classes. They watched his movements at lunch. They listened to his conversations with other girls. It didn't take long to see what he was really doing. They even found his secret notebook. Inside, 50 names, 50 girls, each with their own special memory, sweet lie, and excuse. Dayo wasn't in love with them. He was playing a game. And now, the game was over. The girls had seen enough. Dayo had lied to all of them. He had played with their hearts, their trust, their emotions. Now, it was his turn to be played. Amina, Sade, and the others formed a secret group. At first, they were angry, broken, humiliated. He thinks he's smart? He thinks he can keep lying? Let's see how smart he is when we expose him in front of the whole school. The plan was set. For the next 2 weeks, they followed Dayo's every move. At lunch, they watched him sit with one girl, whispering sweet promises. After school, they saw him walk home with another. At night, they checked his social media, sending heart emojis to different girls. Dayo had no idea he was being haunted. And the best part? They had proof. One evening, Amina did something risky. She convinced Dayo to leave his bag unattended. And inside, she found it. The notebook. The same journal where he recorded everything. Every girlfriend, every lie, every trick. It was all there. This is it, Sad whispered. This is how we destroy him. They planned the perfect moment for revenge. The school assembly. Everyone would be there. Every student, every teacher, even Dayo's next potential victims. When the moment came, the girls would expose everything. Every name, every lie, every broken promise. Dayo had no idea. But his game was already over. The school assembly hall was packed. Students filled the seats. Teachers stood at the back, and even the principal sat in the front row. Dayo walked in, his usual confident smile on his face. He had no idea. His world was about to collapse. Amina, Sade, and the other girls stood together on stage. The principal handed Amina the microphone. We have something important to share with everyone, she announced. A hush fell over the crowd. And then she opened the notebook. Dayo, do you remember what you told Nkechi? Amina asked. Dayo frowned. What? Sade stepped forward. That she was the only one who truly had your heart? A few girls in the crowd gasped, and Nkechi stood up. You told me the same thing, she shouted. The room shifted. Eyes turned toward Dayo. You said I was the only one too. Another girl yelled. One by one, the girls stood up. Dayo's face turned pale. Sade flipped through the notebook of lies. She read them out loud. Amina, I have never loved anyone the way I love you. Fatima, you are different from all the others. You are my only one. Linda, I wish I could tell everyone about us, but I have to keep it a secret. With every name, every lie, the crowd erupted in gasps and laughter. He was playing all of them, someone shouted. Dayo tried to smile, but it was gone. His charm, his biggest weapon, had failed. Whispers turned to laughter, loud, uncontrollable laughter. Girls he once charmed looked at him with disgust. Even his own friends shook their heads. I can't believe I actually thought he was cool. This guy is pathetic. Dayo's ears burned, his face red, but there was nowhere to run. The entire school knew his secret. His game was over, and he would never be the same again. Dio stumbled back, his chest tightening as the laughter echoed around him. His hands clenched into fists, his mind racing for a way out. Wait, wait! This is all a mistake! He shouted, his voice cracking, but no one was listening. I didn't mean it like that, he pleaded. You all just misunderstood. The crowd booed. Said held up the notebook, flipping to a random page. Then explain these, she said, her voice sharp. She read aloud. Zainab gets jealous easily. Never let her meet Amina. Chiamaka only calls late at night. Never say I love you. She'll believe it. Halima believes in fate. Tell her we were meant to be. Gas filled the air. Dio froze. His own words were his downfall. The notebook didn't lie. He looked around, searching for an escape. The girls he once controlled now stood against him. Amina's eyes burned with anger. You made me feel special, and I wasn't even the only one. You said I was the love of your life, Nkechi shouted. You lied to all of us. More girls stepped forward, their voices rising. You're disgusting. You're a coward. You played all of us like a game. His reputation gone, his popularity shattered, and worst of all, no one believed him anymore. Dio's confidence crumbled. For the first time, he felt small. This was it. The end. No more lies. No more excuses. No more Dio, the untouchable player. His game was over, and he had lost everything. Dio never walked through the school hallways again. The boy who once owned the attention of every girl was now nothing. His seat in class remained empty. His locker was never opened again. His name became a joke, a warning, a curse. Where is Dio? Gone. And he's never coming back. The story of his downfall spread beyond the school. New students heard whispers about him before they even stepped inside. You don't know about Dio? The boy who played 50 girls? He thought he was untouchable. He thought he was smarter than everyone else. But in the end, he was nothing but a fool. His legacy wasn't his charm anymore. It was his mistake. The school changed after that day. Girls no longer fell for sweet words so easily. No one trusted smooth talkers or players anymore. Boys who thought they could play the same game, they didn't dare. Because everyone remembered Dio, and no one wanted to end up like him. In the end, there was only one lesson left. Never trust a boy like Dio, because no matter how perfect the game, the truth will always come out.